How funny is this? One of the neighbours with a no Bowden builders using a builders merchants. couldn't write it, could you? Oh. So it's Monday morning and I am back from Dubai, and I've had a few messages about obviously what's happened, why haven't we put videos out. Oh sorry, I'm not I'm trying to act normal, but it's we've just sadly had to put our little Doberman down, Hallie. Yeah, she last night she's not been well, and then my mum last night or this morning rang me and said, look, I think it's time with her. I was there yesterday with her, and then obviously went to see her this morning, and you could just tell straight away. I think she's the third Doberman I've had, and I think you know when the time's right, and obviously you don't want them to suffer. But her problem was that she was like always a fighter. You'd never know when she was ill or anything. Or there was one time where we were working one day and we went back to my mum's to pick up some tools or to do something, and Grogan, one of my mates, was with me, and he said, he went, hey, your dog's got a cut on her neck there, and she had like a cut about like 4 inches long all the way through to her neck, and you know, she was wagging her tail, running around, just didn't I wasn't bothering her, and she's always been like that. Anything that happens, she's just like, she'll stand there bleeding, not crying about it. But yeah, I think she had fluid in her lungs, and it was obviously, it's never easy to do it, but obviously you've got to look at the bigger picture, and I think she's better off not suffering. But yeah, literally I've had a tough like few weeks and months and this year basically, but obviously you just carry on, don't you? Keep going and looking away, and there's always people worse off in worse scenarios. I've been in worse scenarios and stuff, and obviously it's all just learning and experience. But yeah, rest in peace, Hallie. I say I'm straight back to work, so I'm just gonna go to the student jobs now, check how they're getting on, and I need to pick up some bits for this van that I started sorting out, and then I've got a couple of call outs to do today. But yeah, might end up redoing this bit of the video. That actually needs a bit of varnish on there, but wall's all varnished. And here's looking good. Ben's done the cupboards. Looks smart. Moved the rad. Everything looks good. Just that bit, I'll cover that. Oh, what have we got? I wonder if they fixed that leak. Let's have a look. Got a lot of rubbish, haven't we? Yeah, there we go. Someone's done that. Still need to figure out how it was getting in, because obviously if it rains down here, what was cemented that, maybe that bit there, but that can't have been coming in through there maybe, we'll see. Window trim's all done. Good. I don't know what I'll do, we'll probably paint the back of this house because it's a bit knackered, and then we have to look at that roof. Let's see what we've got left to do. There's me. Ah, no. You alright? These all done?
I'm having tiles.
Have you?
Before they have the white ones in the office, but there's different type.
Oh, for this one you mean?
Yeah.
Ah, right, you just got that side to do. What are you doing fitting this bathroom? So, just wondering what we can put on that top so your eye's not drawn to the, you know, like just like a trim maybe.
Like these little slivers here as well. That's gonna look stupid, that one puts in there. Yeah.
But that was the decision we had, where we had to follow that round. Basically, we've gone from the middle of that. Not like you're hardly ever going to look at that. The only other thing we can do is
Put a bit of
you can tile this way.
Yeah.
So if you tiled that way, that'd do it, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I was thinking that would be more
Because obviously that one we can scribe the arc into it, and then if you measure 3 inches from like 5 mm off there, and then you can tile up to that, and then put the arc on, and then we'll just tile that bit. That's going to be the best thing to do, because you've only got like a tiny gap, haven't you, really?
Yeah, it's the same on that one.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just return it then, yeah. Even if it's only a little bit. Right?
Yeah, just need the tiles anyway.
And I've ordered vents, haven't I? These could just do with caulking, couldn't they? Because it's all these bits, like any lines, any bumps, that's what your eye gets drawn to. Whereas we want these to look literally like, you know, they're flush with the wall. Same with these bits. Like your eye just gets drawn to gaps, but looks good. So we do these on the student ones just because obviously it just keeps the wardrobe solid, fixed. And obviously the students get all the storage then and a desk. And I don't know if you see, if it shows you like a picture of it going like open rent, say, and I'll show you another one that's for sale, say in this to rent in this road, and I just feel like they look 10 times better, don't they? Sound? Again, that one looks alright, doesn't it? Normally we have a bit of an issue sometimes here, but obviously sitting here, we've got that desk, and then what we've done is we've made use of the angle bit for the wardrobe. I'm not sure, we need to do something with that, don't we? Maybe it needs another shelf or something, I think. Just to be able to use that for something, because at the minute, that's a bit of an odd shelf. Ah, no. What's that? Where did all that come from? You alright?
Yeah,
You've been binning tools? You alright?
yeah, right, yeah.
You're gonna not swear today? Just been editing that video, you swore about 8 times in 20 seconds. Oh, turn that radio down a sec. Or off. How are you plastering and boarding?
Board fell down on me.
How?
We put second coat on it and everything.
And it fell down.
Look, that's it there. Defo fireboard from now on. Dave's getting fucking cool.
So what? But how's it fell? Just the screws are pulled through.
I don't know. It's gone through the whole lot.
We're not put enough.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. 7 there.
That's weird, isn't it? Never had that.
It's like. Let's put a video in the chat then. It's like there's like from gel.
Stop swearing. I can't. So if you swear from now on, we can't get paid for that episode. I think we've had $10 so far. Let's have a little look around. Have you built yourself a little charger deck there?
Yeah.
What's up with your hair, lad?
All grey.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What, today?
Yeah. Pull it down, spray it black and my passport photo.
Where have you sprayed? Up here? Ah, covered the walls this time.
Yeah, on it.
Oh, nice. Looking good. Oh, we've got tiles for here now, haven't we? Mick's gonna pick them up. Need to get something in there, don't we? Nice. God, it's so annoying now, like, you know, our channel will get, or the episode will get took off if we've got music playing in the background. I can smell the paint. This one needs another coat, doesn't it? And then we're gonna go around snag. So we haven't used the spray on this one, so we hopefully should have less. Always corners. I always struggle with corners. Looks like it still needs filling. I don't remember if you've seen the episode, and it was this exact socket that I used as an example of how, one, that socket is wonky. And that is probably what, obviously the width of my finger, the socket is not going to cover that, and this socket hasn't been brought out level with the plaster. So the example I've used is, it's a good example of how not to do it. There you go. One fixing, it's been foamed on the back, and then one fixing in, it's wonky. It's not the right depth, and they haven't skimmed up to it. That one's better, but just needs sanding and filling around it. They haven't brought the plaster out thick enough there. So you can see there's like a slight lip. The idea is that you bring obviously all the plaster out and you run your speed skim that way over it, and that would be perfectly flush like that. So yeah, most of them are looking good. I say the metal's flush with that bit, so that bit will all come off nice and go around the switch, which is what we want. Sound? Yeah. A little bit to clean, I suppose. And then we need to put the back boxes on for that, although it's a bit close to that other one. Like stuff like, obviously it doesn't matter so much in these student ones, but it does, because it's just good practice. Like, if this was your house and you had 2 bathrooms and you had a switch there and the switch for the shower was there, like why would that one be totally different? It just look weird when it's all done, and like these should all be the same distance away from the door frames and stuff, just to make it a better job. So this one we're going to use, obviously, pre-hung doors. I don't know why you stopped spraying. I'll ask. It's done a call up now, and the tap has completely snapped off. So we've bought a new one and just need to swap it. So I don't know if you can see under there, but there's like, I've just took it off. There you go. So there's obviously a bracket with this little screw, which is an absolute nightmare to get off unless you've got the right spanner. But yeah, let's get the new one on and we'll go to the next one. So it's 10 o'clock and I've just swapped that tap, nice and easy one. And now I'm on to one of a student job on Smithdown Road. So electrics one this, so we'll see. And I just realised I've obviously just jumped in the shower and got dry as quick as I can. However, now I've got long hair, I'm like a girl who has to blow dry the hair. However, obviously I don't. I just come out and I was thinking then that fella must have thought I was sweating buckets. You don't think anyone's having a shower at 9 o'clock and coming out to work, do you? But I enjoy doing these call outs. I need to stop saying now. But it's like the unknown of getting there. I mean, some of them when it says swap a tap in the kitchen, you think, oh, I know what that one is. But sometimes it's like electric stripping, no idea what's going on. And like this one now. So we'll go and it's like a little game. You like, do this, do that, try that, oh that doesn't work. And then hopefully, I mean, I don't think I've given up on one yet. I've always found the problem. So hopefully I can find the problem on this one and I'll try and share it with you, so that I'll try and share the steps I go through now, so that if it happens to anyone else, you might be able to save yourself an expensive call out charge and narrow it down or fix it yourself. We'll see. But here we go. Whoa. So I got told that this was all off.
It keeps going. Like last night, it went off. I'd say by the time you got to the bottom of the we went to the bottom, says split the switch button. You get to the top and it'll be off again. Like,
Really?
Yeah, that happened about 5 times in a row.
And was the washing machine on then?
No,
Oh, I don't know. This is
no,
the
I
thing.
think it was it? Because that like
It's chain
when we
off,
were
right?
coming up.
How long's the dryer been on now?
I came down.
Because one thing I thought I was going to come and test that, but obviously that's working. But I thought it was the oven. It was like burning my leg, and it's actually that, which is. I don't think dryers are meant to be 60 degrees, but. That looks very hot.
It's might have been on for about 2 hours, maybe a bit more.
Yeah.
It just takes forever to dry.
I'm just wondering whether that's tripping it maybe when it gets too hot, but again, I sort of needed to be tripped to
Yeah.
try and diagnose it, but I'll come back tomorrow and I'll test that RCD because it could be that. So we've got the board here and obviously split board, so now obviously this one's a few years old, this student house, but you can see split board and it's this RCD that keeps tripping. However, it's on now, so all I'm going to do is take obviously the panel off, have a look, and I literally just put my tester away and I thought, oh, I don't need that tonight because I'm not doing any testing. And obviously I've come here now and I thought, oh, it would have been good to test obviously those 2 RCDs to see whether it's either hypersensitive or obviously that's what I was thinking it might be. It could be that RCD sort of on the way out, but who knows. I'll have to come back tomorrow and test that one, but I'm just going to take it off and have a little look now, see if there's anything untoward with the panel off, and if not, I'll come back tomorrow in the day and test it as well. So while I'm here, I can see that there's 2 zones that apparently have got a fire, and one of them they said that someone's pressed the call point, which is here. So what happens is you push that in, it twists it, and you need this little key to turn it off. And then what you do is you press silence, and then I'd normally press reset. However, they've said that there's one of them upstairs is tripping, so what I'm going to do is I'll run up and see which one it is. That one. So you can tell the red light and that, so I'll just check the one upstairs. Yeah, that one's alright. So you've got no red light on the smoke alarms. Normally that'll be the one that's here. This will flash red when, so you know it's that smoke alarm, and the same with the call point. So let's reset this panel and see if it stays off. So I like these fake panels. I'm sure it's C-Tech, this one. So, and hopefully these stay off. Access just means I've done the key. And this should have labels of the zones and a zone description on the wall, which it doesn't. Because basically, if there's a fire and the fire brigade come in, they need to go to this and they need to go, right, it's in zone 1, and on zone 1 it'll say what it is, what zone it is. That sensor needs to get adjusted as well. And then they'll look at this diagram and it'll say kitchen, loft, bedroom 1, bedroom 2, and then they know they can just go straight to it. And that could be the difference between saving someone's life or not, or saving the firefighter's life. But yeah. Right, so it's Tuesday morning. I keep saying so. I need to change that. It's either or when I edit the videos, every single scene or video starts with so. I need to try and think of another intro. But I am Tuesday morning and the lads are cracking on with obviously the student jobs. We're going to hopefully get those two finished similar time. And I thought, you know, taking a step back on holiday in Dubai, and I thought, you know, what makes money, what doesn't, what's working, what's not. And obviously at the moment the emergency call outs that we're doing, even though it's through the company and we're giving half that money to the company, they're still, you know, I can earn 10 times more in a day than what I would obviously on the student job. So my plan is to obviously try and grow that side of the business where eventually we'll have people doing the call outs for us and we can take half of the first hour and then obviously they can have the rest. And to do that I need to obviously master everything about this side of it really, to try and make it better than what the company who we're doing it for now does, and so we can offer the best service really. And also, you know, it makes sense because I've just been on holiday and I'm skint, so I need to earn some money. So what I thought I'd do today is we're going to go and check the student jobs, and then as and when the call outs come through, potentially we'll end up doing a day on the call outs, which could probably be its own episode really, and I'll share how much I've made, what it's cost, and do one episode on that, which I think might be a good idea. So yeah, just pulling up to student jobs now and we'll check how the lads have gone. Boom, 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 boom. Morning. Plastering already, I like it. How you finding it? Where's Andre? Is he professional yet? Yeah. Is he off today? Upstairs. Shan't. So what have we got left on here now then? Oh, Kev, turn that off a sec, so that we don't get sued. Literally, this is all of it. Just turn that off, Lou. The amount of times like you do it and it says, oh yeah, you can't do it. Oh, so They just need to go back to lock up, do they? Where have you put scaffold in the lock up? I need to start putting it on the yard, don't I? The scaffold, it'd be dead easy to get on and off then. But I need to get the yard, like, I don't know whether to just hardcore it and just get it flat so we can use it.
That's what we were saying yesterday.
And then just,
Maybe get like a patch done where you can just...
well, there's a patch done now, isn't there? But I just need to get like a good hardcore and sand maybe, and just whack it. Yeah, maybe do that. It's just so hard because there's so many steps involved to like, yeah, like the drainage. I need to get that sorted. I'll actually someone around me. How are you, Kev?
No swearing today.
No swearing today. People want to know why we call you Sardine, Kev.
I used to eat sardines for breakfast.
Do you not eat them? I seen a can of tuna here the other day.
No, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you?
No.
Who had the can of tuna then? Was that you? I thought it was Kev. I was like, oh, Kev swapped to tuna now.
I used to eat tuna, didn't I? For lunch.
Yeah.
Fish.
You could tell when Kev was in because it smelled of sardines and Listerine. Oh, me back. Right, let's go and check how they're getting on up here. Mix of targets, isn't he? So I need to order MDF. Don't I? Oh, we got the tiling gear out. Everybody's changing. So that, looking nice and crisp and fresh. Let's see how they're getting on this one. Morning. So we've got underlay ready for the flooring. What's on today's agenda? Good swear. Oh yeah, we've got those kitchen bits to go in here in the office. Morning. Oh, I'll get loads of flooring done today. Good. I'm just thinking that's going to be tight, isn't it? The socket. You have to plug stuff in.
Yeah.
Might. Oh, it's a bit late now, isn't it? How are you getting on with that?
Because the pipe's coming off there, and they just stood there, I have to do that.
Okay.
And take that fan off to push it back in.
And then put it back on. So let's have a look. What can we do next time then to make sure that doesn't...
Make sure that pipe's that side of the stud.
Ah, I get
The
you.
stud going up there.
Yeah, but where can we bring the pipe out? Maybe below? Bring it out here?
Yeah.
Would that be, or that make it... Well, you won't see the time in there, will you?
No, that'll be better there, like.
Yeah. Alright, next time then.
Just close to this.
That's closer to the pipe. That's quite tight that though, isn't it? Normally you've got a bit more...
I know.
Normally you've got a bit more room there. Yeah. So,
Have to get smaller than flexies as well then.
you can just put have you got a straight pan connector now?
Nah, because it's higher.
Yeah, they do an offset one. I might have one on my van actually.
See if this works.
Will that work? Will you get that all the way back to the wall though?
With the other one I couldn't, but we got this one could do.
Oh, morning. I'm looking browner than you, aren't I?
Huh?
I'm looking browner than you. Yeah. Yeah, Jordan Storms. Sounds. Nearly got this one done.
Well, I only started this morning. What's fun?
I'll let people believe that if they want. So I need to order skirts and arcs then, don't I? You're shaking the house there.
Doors open?
Yeah.
Well, then that's
Right, do you want to, when you get, I haven't got my tape measure on me, when you get a chance, send me the measurements. Obviously, I don't know whether we've changed any with the hallway and stuff in terms of sizes, and I'll get them ordered, and the handles and stuff like that, isn't it? What else? Skirts, arcs, doors, handles, locks, and then it's beds in here, isn't it? More sanding and filling. How weird is that? Because we've scrimmed it and it's still come out. So I can't really moan at anyone for that one. Well, it's less likely to. What I probably think is that board's probably moving more than it probably would. Sounds. In here, I'm wondering whether we need another shelf there. It's a bit odd, that, isn't it?
yeah, but if it's any small, it's almost nothing. You can
Yeah,
do.
true. And then I need to get the rails, don't I? Get these, and then these need another coat, don't they? Maybe when, I don't know whether, when Blaine's done. Oh, is he? Oh yeah, get Gaz to finish them off then, yeah. Alright.
That Nicolet's gone on well,
Yeah,
so shouldn't take.
too many coats. Boss, give us the good news, go on.
2 bathrooms, one's fully tiled, one is floors done,
It's like 80% tiled.
let's say 75% tiled, and potentially the tiles we're using that have been discontinued, so
Sound.
whether we make a feature out of it, just do it and pretend we... What do you mean?
Do you know how many times does this happen? With like discontinued flooring and... Start
Even this stuff here, things
the flooring. Right, let me go and have a look, see what we can get.
We'll probably get halfway through the kitchen and run out of that as well.
So I'm back on the student job and I'm just going to test the RCD to see if it's hypersensitive. So I don't know if you can see this, but basically what my tester will do is it will send obviously a fault through to test the RCD, and at half the rating we don't want it to trip. It'll do it obviously because it's alternating current, it'll do it at the top and the bottom of the alternating wave, and we don't want it to trip on these two, and then obviously we do want it to trip on normal and then obviously ×5. So yeah, we'll go ahead, do that, and then I'm just going to run down to the board and keep turning it on and off. But so it hasn't tripped on that, it hasn't tripped on that one, which is good. So, and then it will trip on 129, that's too high. So let's go and check. Which one it was, this one. Then it'll go again, and then again, and then again. And that'll do. Let's go and, oh, one more, sorry. Let's go and see what readings we've got on them. Okay. So just that one there, 129 milliseconds. So obviously it's a 30 milliamp test. It needs to trip within 30 milliamps. So let's do that again and see. But it's not what I was thinking was. So I was expecting it to trip on one of these half ones, but it doesn't. see what that one comes out at now. This one. Here we go. That's better. So I think it just had a little moment of trip, 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 and then that should be it now. Keeps you fit, this job. $19.98, yeah. So that one's still slightly higher, though 0.4 is the maximum. So I haven't figured it out yet. Mick said something about this toaster was he thought it might have been that, but no, it would have come on if it was that. So I'll just have to wait, and when the fault comes back, I'll come back and fault find. But it's not that. So I've just come down to the yard and just wanted to get, obviously, check the fences hadn't fell down. So obviously you can see where we've braced it there, and obviously to the scaffolding. Sooner I can get this fencing in, the better, really. It'll just look better and whatever. But I wanted to check sort of how far away it is from being level where we can actually start using it. So what I might do, looking at obviously some of the hardcore, I might bring the crusher here for a day and just throw all these bits in and try and get this a bit more of a nicer level so we can drive across it, so it's more like that, like this bit, rather than obviously big rocks and that. Or I mean it makes sense to do that while we've got it, or I just order like a lorry load of sand maybe. But yeah, just need to try and get using it, really. But then if I start using it, it'll anything I put on here, I've then got to move to do obviously the concrete, to do the piling, the footings, etc. So yeah, it's sort of what do I do? Do I start using it so that we can put the scaffolding and stuff on here, or do I just wait for the planning permission and start getting the piling and stuff done, then concrete it and then do everything in order? That's the issue I've got at the moment. So Scott's already done one room, Mick's nearly done a room. Let's go and see how Ben's getting on. He's not fighting, are you? How many rooms has Ben done?
Fly, mate. Half that hallway.
Oh, he's done a room and a tricky hallway. Although, to be fair, you had a day head start.
First start,
So Blaine's done the bathroom in here. I mean, I was worried about this bathroom because when I got the dimensions 1100, I thought that is very tight. I mean, you look at the shower and it looks fine. However, when you've got the door, basically, obviously it's going to open this way. So obviously we've got that rad as close to the door as we can without, you know, hitting the door. Then we've got obviously the toilet as the sink away from that, and then this. But you've literally, that's tight for me. Like, I'd done it another 20 centimetres, maybe 200 mil. And then obviously we'll have a sliding door that way into the shower. So for me, that's as tight as you can get an ensuite, not an ensuite, a shower room. But we've done it. What? Just the toilet to go on, get fixed on now properly. So it's 4 AM and just got a call out 10 minutes away from mine. So but yeah, just being quiet because obviously Anson and Rachel are asleep. And one thing I've got to do, it's literally, it's like a firefighter. I'll get that and I'll jump in. I've got my clothes and that ready to obviously jump straight into. And obviously this is part of what you're paying for when you pay for an emergency electrician or plumber. This one actually is a leak in the house, so I'll try and film it and find out what the issue is. But yeah, one thing I do always remember, which I've made the mistake once, is to turn the house alarm off. Because I've done it once, ran out the door, and obviously you get like 10 seconds to turn it off. And I've been in the van, drove away, and the house alarm's going off, and Rachel's ringing me going, "What are you doing?" So I can talk a bit more now that I'm out the house. So literally within, you know, a few minutes of getting the message or the call that actually woke me up. This is one of the nights I wasn't actually awake at 4 AM thinking about what's going on, and I'll share in a moment. I won't say. So obviously being an electrician, I've seen this theory online about grounding, and I thought, I'm always like, you know, I'll try something and obviously see what it's like. And the idea of being grounded, that obviously it helps you sleep and everything else. So I think it was like 58 quid or something like that. I went on eBay and got a grounding sheet for your bed, and basically you'll lie on it, and then obviously you'll plug in and it'll connect to your earth on one of your sockets. And to be honest, I'm you know, I've done a science and biology degree, so I understand obviously all the different theories of it, and also like the placebo effect. However, I've done 2 nights of it now, and it's been the best sleep I've ever had. So there might be something to it. I'll see. But yeah, I'm on the way to this job now, and this is what you're paying for. It's not always, you know, 10 o'clock in the morning, you turn up to a job and flick a switch. Sometimes it is like, I know now that this person's rang because their house is getting flooded. That's what it says on the detail. And hopefully I'll go, you know, 10 minutes away from mine, and hopefully it'll take me 10 minutes, and I'll hopefully save this person's night, or stop their house from getting trashed, and that's where you get a lot of satisfaction from these types of jobs. And then also, I always say this, it's like driving to the job with that small blurb of like what the issue is from the fella on a computer who doesn't have a clue about electrics or plumbing. But yeah, so let's have it. Before we go in, I'm thinking it's either, depending on the age of the house, it's either something's gone in the water tank in a loft, or there's like an elbow or something that's popped off or something, or the main something. But at this time of night, it's not something they're using. It's something that's just either wear and tear, or, you know, a rat or something's come in and chewed it. So we'll see. But yeah, that's my initial from experience. It'll be one of those, I'm guessing. But yeah, obviously being up this early, man, I keep saying I'm going to do a day of call outs if I get them. I said yesterday, and then wouldn't you know it, I got like 1 call out, and then they cancelled. So I was planning to do it yesterday, but if I'm up at 4 this morning, maybe this will be the day that I do the call out. So just to let everyone know, this one's come through at obviously this time of hour. It's £264 an hour to the customer, and as I said, I'll get half of that, and I can't see it being more than an hour for a leak, because if I can't stop a leak in a house within an hour, then I'm not really trained or experienced at what I do. But you know, never know, there could be multiple leaks, or there could be something quite unique about it. and I've just seen that it's a flat, so there's another option that it's, you know, if it's a mid flat, there's an option that it could be the flat above. So throw that into, I hope not, because I could get there and, you know, there's nothing I can do to fix it. And I've just drove all this way for nothing. But yeah, let's go. So we're here now and I can hear water dripping in there. So I'm wondering whether that's part of it. But it's a huge block of flats, so hopefully, I've seen someone out front here, hopefully that's them. Otherwise sometimes it takes longer to find the bloody flat than fix it. Yeah, I think I found the right one. You alright? You've got a leak, haven't you?
Yes, it's pouring out of here and I don't know what to do about it.
Alright, one sec, let's get straight into it. Obviously, if anyone else is in your situation,
Yeah.
so obviously it's a flat, and luckily the main stop tap was just above it.
Yeah,
Sometimes
I wasn't even looking up there.
sometimes they're in like a basement or something. So, but you've obviously got a leak coming out of this bit. So I'll open this up now and just see. Oh no, do you want me to? I just said about wet. Do you want me to run and get the wet vac?
If you can, please.
And we'll just see if I can get obviously as much of this up. Go on.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, right, leave me bag here. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. How long do you think it will be?
So all done, and all I did was turn the stop tap off, and then I just spent the next hour helping him mop the water up. So anyone watching, make sure you know where the stop tap in your house or flat is, because he's had thousands of pounds. I can't even think, maybe more than a few grand's worth of damage there to the flat, and maybe below in the communal halls. And so yeah, know where your stop tap is and how to turn it off if there's ever a leak. So it's Wednesday morning and it's already a busy day. I've already been the student jobs. I mean, they're doing the flooring on 59, and then on the other one, obviously they're finishing plastering. So I didn't film, so I thought it's the same, you know, unless there's something substantially different, I'll film it. I've been that one call out this morning, I'm on the way to another one now. So this one's just come through in Huyton, which is 15 minutes away again, and it's a washing machine, so hopefully a nice, quick, easy one. And I've also been on the phone, so applied for operator's license for the yard, and they've come back and asked me a few questions, and one of them was that my bank account that I've sent across. So to have an operator's license, you need to have, I think it's £3,100 in the bank. And obviously, luckily, when I done this, I did have that in. I don't always have that in my bank, believe it or not. And I'd sent that across, and they said, well, look, your bank account is actually Andrew Owens trading as AJ Owens Builders. And I was like, okay, like, and they said that it can't be that, it's got to be AJ Owens Builders. So I was like, okay. So I rang up Barclays and I just gave up in the end. I've been wanting to change from Barclays because they send you all different fees and stuff for having a business account, whereas Starling, I've got all my other businesses with Starling and they're absolutely amazing. So especially when we're doing buying houses, and you've got to be sending bank statements for the last 3 months or whatever else, like Starling's so good. Like I've just transferred the money that I need for so anyway, I've set up a new bank account with Starling, and I've just transferred the money into that account, and then I've instantly gone online and got like a certified statement that I can now send to the operator's license in the correct company name. However, Barclays, I've done this when I'm buying a house, and it's like asking for statements and something in the statement, and Barclays takes like a month to update, and then even when you go on and say, right, I need that money that's just come into my account, I need to show that money, and they're like, oh yeah, well, it'll take 24 to 48 hours to show up on your statements, or you have to go into a branch, print it out, then scan it, then it's a nightmare. So yeah, I think I'll be leaving Barclays and obviously swapping everything over to the Starling. But I've also I was thinking about obviously I've got a card reader, so we take payments for the card reader, and this is set up to AJ Owens Builders on the Barclays side, which we're VAT registered, and obviously because we turn over a lot more than 80 grand a year, whatever the threshold is. However, I just think it's a bit unfair that obviously this side of the business, the call outs, which has got nothing to do with the building extension side of the company, people are paying 20% VAT for that. And when we go into the other bit, obviously it seems a bit unfair that people are paying VAT when obviously if we set a different company up for that, it wouldn't be VAT registered and people wouldn't have to pay VAT for that service. But it's important to like separate the companies, because otherwise I don't know whether that could be classed as like VAT fraud, or I don't know, but in my head it seems better to obviously have that a separate company because it's a different entity. So yeah, I've just phoned up to see whether if I do set up a company up for the call outs that I can take payments on that and just obviously change the bank account that it goes into, so that I'm not getting charged and the customers aren't getting charged VAT for these smaller transactions. And then what was the other one I've just been on the phone to as well? For setting a company up and then trying to get the call outs on Google. I mean, I had my company on Google and I started doing the call outs and getting reviews, and next minute Google blocked me, and I was like, why have I been blocked? And they don't tell you why, they just keep sending you the same generic email saying read the guidelines. I've read the guidelines, no idea why they blocked me. And I got through to someone eventually and they said, oh, your insurance isn't right. And I was like, oh, what's my insurance? So I've got insurance to build a house from start to scratch, from start to finish. And they said, but it doesn't say electrics on the header of the insurance. And I was like, yeah, but it says building a house. So like, obviously electrics is part of building a house. And they were like, no, it's got to specifically say electrics. So then I had to phone up and they said, yeah, we can add electrics onto the header and it's like 200 quid. And I was like, so I've done that, sent it to Google, and then they've knocked it back again for some reason. And I'm just like, so I don't know how to do it, but basically I'm doing all these call outs and I've got a card in my wallet, which is good if anyone else has got a business. So you can go on eBay, I got this one from, and literally you go up to someone's phone, tap it, and your Google review comes up for them. However, this doesn't work because Google's blocked my account. So right, I better go. I'm sat outside this call out. Hopefully it's not as bad as the one this morning, and I've wasted 2 minutes on this when someone's house is flooding. But yeah, this side of the business absolutely burns my head out because it's just paperwork, and when you're dealing with other people, other companies, and they're just not on the same wavelength, and you're just like, so hopefully I get it sorted and we can get the call outside set up. But it's just a lot of work that I've now got to commit to, I suppose. And then if I set another company up, it's another insurance and another, so I might see if there's a way I can split this in the company in terms of with the insurance. I don't know, but yeah, let's go and have a look at this call out. So obviously it popped off. I mean, have you just turned the whole water off?
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, because so I'll show you here. If you can see there, so see these clips here. Oh, see that one there?
Yeah.
Obviously this one's got a blue handle on.
Yeah.
That's a lever, and then this one is like a flathead one.
Oh yeah.
So if you can see that, see it's like a flathead screwdriver.
Yeah.
So when that's facing on line with the pipe, it's on. So if you turn that 90 degrees, left or right,
Yeah.
it'll isolate that one tap. So if anything ever happens in the future,
Yeah.
you can just isolate that one, see it there?
Yeah.
they're a bit hard to get to sometimes, but you can just isolate that one, and then obviously, yeah, that's what I mean. So that's why I do the channels, to try and, because it's a lot. So like, say if that went, you'd just go off.
Yeah.
That's off. Everything else is on. So when it's online with the pipe, it means it's on. But with these ones, they've got to be 90 degrees horizontal, because what it is inside, it's a ball.
Yeah.
So if you turn, it'll just turn forever.
Yeah.
So it's not like these ones that turn and stop.
Yeah.
But they're actually the same thing, but it's a ball valve, but it's got a
Yeah.
it's got a stop on it, whereas these don't. So sometimes people just keep turning them.
Yeah.
And if you had the tap on, say, you'd turn it and it'd come on and go off, on, on, off. So as long as it's 90 degrees, but yeah. Should be an easy one. I'll crack on and sort it for you. And then we'll check whether there's anything else.
Yeah. Oh, cheers.
I think what I found out is obviously me trying to tighten this pipe on. I've swapped it for a copper. And what I've found is obviously it's dead awkward to get into, so I think someone's just not tightened it enough. And then also while I'm looking now, I can see this bit's crimped. So I think this pipe's obviously too long. So what I'm going to do is I'll take that off and I'll swap that for a pipe, and then we'll just put, so I'll take this off and just put this straight on. Oh, I can't because it's a reducer. So, but I'm just going to try and shorten this so that it's not under that, because one, they won't be getting as much pressure to the tap, and also it'll wear quicker and more likely the threads will come off and it'll leak eventually. So let's sort that as well over here. So that one's all done, nice and easy, and dead nice woman who's doing it, and I just fixed like a few other bits while I was there, and it's like little bits that, like, you know, that I've put an elbow on that bit so that the pipes won't leak and stuff, and it's like £1 for the elbow. And it makes me think that there's so many people who are like short-sighted out there, who, like, this emergency call-out company we do it for, they're so pushy, and they've got other engineers that that are like, you know, will drag jobs out to get another hour. And I'm just like, maybe I'm too nice. I haven't got my business head on, but I always feel that if you do a good job, just to the best of your ability, and like a normal person, and literally, like, she wants loads of other work doing, and I've said, oh, you know, we can only do this, that, and that. But yeah, if you do like a little bit extra for someone, I feel like it goes a long way. So she wanted to leave me a review, and I was like, well, funny enough, I can't do a review because Google. So I need to sort me Google reviews page out so that I can start getting these reviews and get myself up the ladder. But yeah, I've just ordered 100 ton of hardcore to the yard. So I think he said it's going to come this afternoon, so I'm just going to make sure that whatever I'm doing call-outs wise, I am done for this afternoon, so I can go and take the digger out and spread it, or maybe just meet them there and just try and get them to dump it in the right spots. But it's not always that easy. But yeah, either next video will be the yard or another call-out.